what do you think about market for him? Where does he land?
I think he's hurt himself, man. I really do. He's been in the public eye for so long. His recruitment was kind of crazy. I think Miami was willing to look past a lot of things. And I said this, right? Like you're getting an education from a Hall of Famer, a gold jacket. And say whatever you want about Deion Sanders, but Deion Sanders made that very personal when he recruited Cormani McClain. He got him there that, all right, he was going to expend whatever resources that he needed to make that one work. And if you can't take it from him, who's going to get to you? Who's going to make you realize that this is so real? And if you don't get your act together quickly, it's not just Deion Sanders that's going to say, hey, you know what? Maybe this isn't the right fit. Look around, man. Maybe USC is in one of those positions where they're like, hey, we got to take this guy and we got to figure it out. But USF, like I get it. Van Dyke's over there, right? He's a guy that's very, very close with him. If I was in Cormani's corner, that's probably where I would tell him to go. Like if that's the one guy that can get to you, and you feel like you need to be in an environment to continue to kind of like humble yourself and build yourself back up, there should be no expectations for Cormani McClain and his personal self. I mean, he's starting from zero, in my opinion.
Zero?
Oh, straight. Here we are back again on Hayes Street, man. We had the Elbow Room. Maybe they'll give us a sponsorship. We still give them a lot of love. But nobody was at the beach, man. It's a little gloomy out there, so we decided to come back to the Elbow Room. Shout out to Shad 1419. He loves this place, man. If you ever go over there, just look in your left-hand corner. He'll be standing there. My man Shad in the building. What's going on with you, man? 158 in the building right now and counting. This is Hayes Street. I'm Coach Hayes, and that's my dog over there.
Discreet. What's good, bro? How was the weekend, man? Anything happened the weekend?
Man, just busy as a beaver, man. Trying to make it happen, get things going. Following the transfer portal, we're going here.
Busy as a beaver, man.
A beaver always busy.
Where you got that shit from? I'm busy as a beaver. What?
That what happen when you live in Miami. Yeah, when you live in Miami your whole life, you ain't never seen no squirrels in the tree. You know what I'm saying? You think iguanas are normal. You know what I'm saying?
Busy as a beaver.
So anyway, let's talk about this, man. Really, my weekend was good, man. What about yours, man? What you do this weekend, man?
Oh, no, man. Having technical difficulties on. What the hell going on? Losing it over here. No, this weekend, man. What went on this weekend?
I see.
What went on this weekend? Nothing eventful. I mean, nothing earth shattering I could think of. Following the portal like everybody else. The Heat got their head bashed in.
Did they?
What?
Okay. I mean, I don't follow it too tough, so talk to me, man. What about the Heat right quick? What happened to them, boy?
Boy, got the head bashed in, boy, by Boston, boy. Heat fans trying to trade Tyler Hero. He got their head bashed in by Boston, man. Heat fans trying to trade Tyler Hero again. I'm dying over here.
Oh, I'm not really sure, man. I'm just checking it out. Now it was stuck for a second, but it's all good now. It's good. It might be on my end.
Yeah, I was saying
he got cloudy out here today, man. The weather been kind of shaky. It stormed all that. Oh, did they really?
Yeah, man. The fans trying to trade Tyler Hero, man. But they ain't gonna let Tyler go, dog.
And one thing about basketball, you gonna get traded if you think the transfer portal crazy, that basketball stuff be loose, boy. You ain't got a chance, boy.
Loose my money, honey.
You ain't
Shake
got
it
a
on, shake
chance.
it on, shake it down.
Well, listen. All right, well, check
Tyler
it out,
Hero.
man. I put a poll up on my side of the street, man, because we dual streaming. So I put a poll up on my side of the street, man. And I just simply asking street. I don't know if you got one or not, but I put the poll up. It says, who do you think was right? Coach Prime or Cormani McClain? Let's go ahead and dig into this. And currently, right now, we'll talk about what that is, but right now, 55% of the people say Coach Prime was right. 45% of the people say, I'm sorry, 56 say Prime was right. 44, I'm just going to go to the last number. 44 say Cormani was right out of 63 votes. Over 290 people in the building, man. And here's what I'm going to say. This is hot news. If you don't know what's going on, Cormani McClain entered the transfer portal. About a week ago, I guess when it opened up, so forth. And it's been a hot topic. It's been some shots fired. Cormani McClain comes out with a video. He was on a Twitter space at one point. Didn't say much, but I mean, just a lot been going on with this. And I think this is the only one I think that's messy. I'm just gonna call it what it is. It's messy, dog. Most kids jump in the portal, it's quiet. I'm just saying, like, you don't see the back and forth. You don't see the fans going as nuts as what's happening right now. And I think that's the issue, right? Most guys you see, oh, that guy left. We didn't lose much. Wish him the best, and it's over. But this one getting nasty, dog. Like this getting like real nasty, man. What's your thoughts on it, man? Or explain anything if I left anything.
I think it's getting nasty because we're not dealing with professionals, and I'm gonna so let's think about it. Cormani McClain was missing at Colorado. Weren't sure what was going on. Then he jumps in the portal. I think if he jumps in the portal, right, and doesn't show up on the Twitter space or doesn't take a shot, right, I think he just rides off into the sunset. Everything Colorado did to him gets swept under the rug. Everything he done wrong gets swept under the rug, and it's over. I think only because I think Cormani is popping up in places he probably shouldn't be, or saying things that he probably shouldn't say to give. So I'm gonna give Cormani this. I don't think these kids realize sometimes how famous they are, or how famous they are, or hot they are at the time. And that anything you say
can and will be used against you. Can and will be used against you.
Anything, yes. Right? And I think sometimes they miscalculate. Go back to when Shamar Stewart committed, right? And he tried to give Miami. He tried to say, "Man, listen. Basically, this is gonna hurt." Blah blah blah. And at that point, emotions was running so high. Nothing he could have said right then would have been able to stop the landslide of Miami fans losing their mind. And I think Cormani right now doesn't realize that he would have to come out and just be feeding the homeless with no words, just music playing. Just feeding the homeless. You know what I'm saying? In order for him to rectify like kind of what's going on. If anybody knows his mom, I wish his mom, call your boy, reach out to your boy. I can help. You know what I'm saying? I could give you some pointers of help. And y'all got to figure it out. All right. But stop putting him in front of bad wallpaper. Saying stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's the route to go because he's not going to be able to change the public perception that way.
I agree with you. But I want to kind of chronicle this a little bit and go back to what you were saying. In the sense of when spring ball started, there was a whole thing I guess it was it started off with a real question. Then it kind of became like a little slogan. Where's Cormani? Where's Cormani? We don't see him on the Well Off Media video. We don't see him on the pregame show. We don't see him on Reach the People Media. And
Right.
my eyes, the way I look at things, I kind of felt, and we all know, I think with some deductive reasoning, things not going right. Okay.
Mhm.
It is what it is. And then he puts out this video that's, I guess he was in the facility, indoor practice facility, and he says, "Hey, I'm not transferring, man, yada yada yada." So it kind of eased the fan base mind a little bit.
Uh-oh.
We got some action.
You got
It
some
kinda
action.
It kind of eased the fan base mind a little bit. Oh, okay, good. Because I've been in these places. I hear all this stuff. They've come up with every excuse for him. Oh, he was getting surgery. Oh, he was focusing on this. Oh, he was working on that. It was everything, because one thing about it, when you don't have information, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So you start coming with all these different things. And so when he comes out and says, "Man, I'm not transferring," I remember him pointing at the thing, "I'm not transferring," guess what? Kind of eased people's mind a little bit. Then all of a sudden, he transfers, right?
Oh, Nick Saban.
He transfers. And then when he transfers, of course, he's asked about it by the press. And, Coach Prime gives a coach answer, which is great. Man, I wish him nothing but the best. I hope he finds a program that can help him. Yada, yada. I mean, great answer. Great
He
answer.
did. Everybody
Great
skipped
answer.
that video, Hayes. Nobody saw that video, Hayes. Nobody.
None. Wish him well. I hope he can find somewhere where he can go. It didn't sound like it was no malice. He wasn't being facetious. He wasn't trying to be funny. He sounded ultimately sincere in that comment. And I may be off a little bit. Then the next step was Cormani comes out with an apology. I mean, not apology, but a thank you graphic. But he does not thank Coach Prime. He thanks the new defensive coordinator, Robert Livingston, which if he hasn't been at practice, Robert Livingston has never coached him because he wasn't in practice. Robert Livingston just getting there. And so I don't think he's necessarily, now that doesn't mean they hadn't had conversations, right?
He thanked him.
Yeah. But I mean, that doesn't mean that he didn't, they didn't have some conversations, but it wasn't as a coach. And then I think you the one told me his mom came out and said, "Thank you, no hard feelings, yada, yada, yada." Okay. Then somehow I was doing a video, and I believe it was my man, shout out to Clark. And he says Cormani showed up into a Twitter space. And boy, people cussed him out, and he was like, "Man, I don't care." And I'm just trying to chronicle what's going on, what's happening. I don't care. Right. And then they ripped him about, "Man, that's the problem. You don't care." And then talked about, doing things for your mom. And I don't know who the brother was that was talking to him, but he actually made a lot of sense. Unfortunately, the platform wasn't conducive to hearing that right there. Why he got on there, right. I don't know. Okay. Then I think the next step was he puts out a YouTube video talking about, I guess he was replying to some questions that was asked. The video like 20 minutes, but it's only like about 15, 20 seconds of him answering questions, the rest of him working out. And he puts out this video saying, paraphrasing this here, I want to play for a real program. I don't want to play for likes and clicks and so forth. We could play that there if you like. Go ahead. If you like to play that, you can. Yeah, so we get understanding.
With that being said, that'll wrap up all the questions asked from you guys. Change the narrative of everyone's thinking on my name. Be a part of a real and a great program that's going to impact me at my best ability. And yeah, ready to get to a new place and get to work. Yeah, I feel like I just don't want to play for the clicks. I actually want to be involved with a great leading program that's going to develop players. With that being said, that'll wrap up all the questions asked from you guys. Change the narrative.
Okay, that's basically the part that got everybody all being
right. Like I said, like 15 seconds long, and the rest of it, him just working out. So anyhow, that's where we are. And then shout out to NMD Grant. and then so forth and so on, man. But I did
Right.
miss
So
a beat.
what came after that video was when Dalvin the Truth. This is a guy on the team, Hayes. Maybe
I don't know.
he was like, "Now I'd be wrong." He said, "Now I'd be wrong if I post that video of him in the club in Houston doing things athletes shouldn't be doing when they got workouts within the next 2 days. But I'm gonna chill." And then Prime came out and said, "I got receipts on top of receipts to validate the secrets that you keep. Well-off media dropping soon." Now, Prime, they didn't say anybody's name. Prime didn't say anybody's name. The other boy basically retweeted his video, so you know he was talking about Cormani. I think Prime is just talking to anybody who walk up out of there, to be quite frankly honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Just basically, hey, listen, don't play because we could play. But go ahead, hey, you can finish.
Yeah, I just want to go back. A piece I missed. Let's go back to the beginning. He wasn't playing at the beginning. This is prior to all of this transfer. This is during the actual season. Can't believe I missed this part. During the actual season, they kept kind of, I would just say, badgering Coach Prime about Cormani. Hey, where's Cormani? Why is he not playing? Blah, blah, blah. And Coach Prime comes out in the press conference and basically says, you got to show up to meetings. Even if it come to meetings. Or he said, show up to meetings. Hell, might well come to meetings. Study. Understand the scheme. Basically, know what we're doing. Go to class. All of that kind of stuff, right?
Right.
And so that was in the middle of the season. All right. And then Cormani put out a tweet behind that basically said, y'all don't know everything, right? Y'all don't know everything. Y'all don't know the ins and outs. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. So now we're here today. And while we're here today, I really don't even know, bro. I don't know how this gets to this level. I don't understand. I do understand how it gets to this level, but I don't understand how it gets to this level between the institution and the young man. I get fans being fans, right? I get fans being fans.
Right.
But what I'm not understanding is the back and forth jitter, dog. Like, and what's your take on that part? Right now, we currently got Coach Prime at 69%. Viewers are saying that he's right to 31% saying Cormani McClain was right in this situation. But go ahead. What's your thoughts?
I see the fact we saw the little innuendo shots. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when you when you put it all together in a bowl and mix it up, then it's like, oh, we got fire. Cormani said playing for clicks. Coach saying I got receipts. And then when you put it in a bowl, then you kind of got something. But I believe that we all know when these kids leave these schools that the kid can always say something. The kid can always scream at any point in time. It just never really happens. The program can always say something. You know what I'm saying? Now, they may be saying it behind closed doors to other coaches and stuff like that, or the kid may be talking to his family, but it never really gets put out in front of everybody. Rarely, especially when you're looking to go to another school, especially when, you know what I'm saying, when you're still recruiting kids. People, they kind of just break up. It's kind of like a breakup relationship. And yeah, you don't want to talk about everything because if I talk, he may start talking. I just believe that usually a kid doesn't really say anything, and the coaches definitely don't usually ever. The program rarely ever, never ever replies. You know what I'm saying? Like the program never really replies, or unless you like Nick Saban and you just could say anything out your mouth and everybody be like, yeah, what did he say? Noose. Prime lyrics, he's dropping some new music. What?
What they got to do with what we talking about?
prime
What,
lyrics.
what does that have to do with what we're talking about? Really, I'm confused. Damn it. So anyway, no, you're right.
Lyrics. I saw the hashtag prime lyrics. I wasn't sure what that was about.
I guess he's coming out with a new song. That's fine, but I still don't. That's fine. I mean, whatever. So here's what I was just saying. I guess my whole issue is I don't have a problem with him leaving. I don't have a problem with any of that. I think my whole issue is, and again, I'm speaking from my perspective, and I know I'm gonna ruffle some feathers, and really at this point, I don't really care. But as coaches, we've always wanted to protect our players. And before y'all Twitter me to death,
Twitter me.
yeah, type in all caps and emoji me to death. I think, and I'm not, and again, this is no excuse. If Cormani McClain, let's just say everything, all the rumors, because that's what they are, we all don't know. But if all of the rumors were 100% fact, at the end of the day, I just believe a coach should protect his player. What do I mean? In that press conference, and I had this debate last night with the team in the Discord for hours and hours and hours.
And hours.
In that press conference, you didn't have to air the dirty laundry. When the guy's saying, hey, man, come on, he going to play. Hey, he working through some stuff. You getting some things down, cut it off, boom, next question. But once you start putting that out there, and I keep talking about giving the media bullets. Because now that you say that, now here comes the narrative. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
If Cormani McClain was 100% wrong, you don't give the media the bullets to shoot the young man down. If he's not doing what you like, release him from the program, cut him, take his scholarship, whatever you're going to do. I don't dispute anything Coach Prime did. Only thing I don't like is when you blasted him like that in the media. Now, we're all human. Coach Prime probably got tired of getting asked that same question. But here's what I will say, based on his own quote. When you shine a light, it shows the good and the bad. This is part of what the marketing program or the marketing philosophy Coach Prime has built for Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
So if you build it this way, and again, I talk about the camera. The camera is the window. When you open the window and let people in, you allow people to see things that they normally wouldn't see. So therefore, they have an opportunity to pass judgment and not speculate, but truly pass judgment on what they see or maybe what they don't see.
Okay.
So if the reporter constantly badgering you about this, you got to be prepared because it shows the good and the bad. You don't have to, that right there is how I feel about it. And then I'll say this part and I'll let you go ahead. People can talk what they want to talk. We're talking about 19, 20-year-old young men. No, they're not kids. But come on, bro. They're not adults either. Yeah, Cormani may have had favoritism all his life. Shout out to Offscript. I'm be honest, I was watching his stuff. He had some very good points. It's a young man named Offscript, Scotty named Offscript. And he was talking about it. Yeah. And he was saying, bro, we all make mistakes. We do different things. We got issues, yada, yada, yada. But when you air it out, and that's why the Andrew Ivins a clip we just put out at the beginning was important.
Want to play it again?
Yeah, we can, but I want to lace it first, if you don't mind.
Boys act like somebody died in that clip.
Then, not even that. Then his high school coach comes out and spray the young man. You can always say no comment.
Yeah.
You can always say no comment. That's the only thing I'm saying. I'm not saying nothing Cormani did, if it's true, was right. Not saying nothing he did. But as a job, as coaches, our job is to protect those kids because they play for you. Now, I know they entertainment and all that stuff, but some of y'all don't understand what these young men going through, bro. The reason Cormani's such a big deal, because guess what? Colorado opened their window. Do you know how many Cormani McClains are walking around in college football today, Streeter? Today.
What do you mean? How many would Cormani McClain's?
Going through the same process. Highly ranked, may not be doing what they're supposed to be doing, and coach giving them foot up the ass. But we will never know because the window is not open. Now, again, I'm not opposed to the window being open by Coach Prime. But just as he knows this, know what comes with that. And here's something I'll just say quickly. Coach Prime can handle it, but can every 17, 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old kid handle this kind of scrutiny? Can each one of them handle this kind of scrutiny? How many people can handle basically a large percent, I ain't gonna say the world, that's crazy, but a large percent of people attacking him, attacking his mama? And nobody truly knows because we gave bullets to the people to put it out there. It's easy for us to be like, man, he got all that talent, man. Why he ain't do? Well, guess what? I'll say a kid's name, especially for you Kane fan. Y'all ever heard of Terrence Lewis? 7th ranked linebacker in the country. Huh?
They don't know no Terrence Lewis. What's his real name?
T2, Terrence Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
Miami, Maryland, UCF. Now he at Garden City Community College. It's a bunch of these kind of cats, but unfortunately, their window is not open like that. So we don't see these kids. Cormani ain't the only one going through this, dog. Because one thing about Colorado fans, they would love to say, well, all the schools are doing it. You're right. And it's a bunch of other players doing that.
Mm-hmm.
This is the freshman blues. When I talk about the freshman blues, this is what they look like. And they all happen in different stages. Some of them gonna happen right in the middle of the season. You be like, why he ain't playing no more? Because maybe he folded. It ain't go like he thought he did. And that's the kind of stuff I'm saying, man. So I just want to say that. And for his high school coach that sprayed him, dog, shame on him, bro. His other high school coach stepped up for him. But to spray that kid, dog, oh, I thought Coach Prime would have been a great fit because he was this, he was that. But here's what I'll say. You damn sure ain't hesitate playing him. If you had all them issues, you ain't hesitate playing Cormani when he was in high school because you knew he could help you win.
Yep.
You knew he could help you win. How many times did you bench him? If he was that much of a problem to your program, how many times did you bench him? How many times did you not let him play? How many times did you say, nah, dog, not today. You miss practice, you don't play. No, because he can help you win. And shout out to Scotty that said, I didn't even think about it. I bet you put his name on your resume.
Mm-hmm.
I coach five-star Cormani McClain. When you trying to get that next job, you're going to put it on your resume. Go ahead, Street.
So Barfield was the new Lakeland coach, the one that took over for the older coach, huh? That's what I think that was. This the result of it, bro. Cormani McClain high school coach made a perfect case for Auburn football not to pursue. That's nasty work, dog, for them to write that like that. That's nasty work, bro. Now, Deion came back, right, later and praised Cormani, right? Later in that season. Yeah, he kind of came back.
Yeah.
He kind of came back and cleaned it up. You know what, Hayes? It's hard. For the people who don't know what the coach said, basically, he was like, it was a lot of work trying to get him to start doing the right thing. He's a kid that grew up and always got away with things because of how good of an athlete he was. Some things we did were the first steps of taking towards it and kind of warning him about it. Well, he started bashing all Florida kids, huh? Florida kids are going to stretch your limits. Florida kids are going to stretch your limits. They're always going to fall to the floor of your standards. Damn.
Come on, dog.
All Florida kids, coach.
I'll slap the shit out of that damn coach. Punk ass motherfucker. See, that right there, that's the kind of stuff right there. You gonna spray a kid. You gonna spray. Now you basically spray all Florida recruiting, dog. So for any coaches that kind of hesitant, and Florida already got a bad rap. Yeah, we built a little different. I get it. But we also got
say
that
whatever the floor is, the Florida kids are gonna fall to it. That's why I like Deion for Cormani, because I knew Deion wouldn't kiss his butt. That's not probably true.
I agree with that last part, but it ain't usually when you have a problem with a statement, it's not all of the statement. It's the little subtle fire, the shots fired. The same way people got people mad at Cormani because he said, I want to play for a real program that's not about clicks and likes. It's the subtle shots. But this dude talking about all Florida kid. I get the way he talking, man, please, dog.
Hugh Freeze doesn't want character issues in his Auburn football program. Somebody just called Hugh Freeze strip club Freeze. These coaches got some nerves, dog.
Dog, he out there with a credit. He out there with a company credit card getting strippers, but he don't want character issues.
But he don't want character issues.
And he with a company credit card.
He don't want character issues.
These people funny, dog. These people funny.
You know what, man? I think it's hard in these moments, man, from the standpoint that Footballville has always taken, man. It's hard to blame the kid. Because I know what the kid is probably keeping in and hasn't said. You know what I'm saying? That everything that he hasn't said. So it's hard. It's hard to blame the kid. But Hayes, all I could do is give Cormani some advice. Like, you have a huge platform, right? But you never really galvanized it. Like, you never really put it in action, so you could have this group of people that follow Cormani, like Beyonce's Beehive or Nicki Minaj's whatever the fuck they call Barbies or whatever. Well, she has this group of people that are just her fans to the core and has her back. Cormani never really galvanized, and most kids don't, like, actually riled up his troops to have this support system, this following. So when he comes out on and speaks, yes, he has a lot of people he could speak to, but he never really gave them anything to love Cormani for, other than his play. So I could say, I could add, if I can have a suggestion or give a suggestion to the young man, like, no matter what you say at this point, the fans aren't going to let you forget Wallow and Gilly. They're not going to let you forget when you were walking around committed to Miami and the cameras was following you and nobody knew where you were going to go. You was kind of high on your high horse. The fans aren't going to let you forget that. The way you change their minds, and the only thing you could fight with right now, Cormani, is on the field. Because that's why they loved you anyway. That's why they loved you anyway, what you could do for them in football. Now, let's be real with this shit. As good as Cormani McClain is, they claim in South Florida say they'll let him play wide receiver and cornerback. Hayes, he only got a few more shots at this shit, dog.
He got one.
He only got a few.
One shot to play football up here. Up here. He could play football as Terrence Lewis is playing at Garden City Community College. But he got one. This is his next shot, is to play up here. When I mean up here at the D1 major level. Yeah.
Cormani is about to land somewhere major D1 and be fine. But McClain, like I've known you since South Florida Express, you only got 1.5 more shots. And I've seen this shit. Come on, Hayes. Give me some names. We've seen this shit from the best of the best. Willie Williams.
Oh, Willie Williams. Goddamn, you took it out my mouth.
Like we've seen the best of the best, bro. The well-run drive. And Willie Williams still had a shot, you know what I'm saying? Made it. Somehow finagled his way and his talent got him to an NFL team. You know what I'm saying? On some level. But dog, if anybody could reach you, dog, Cormani, I'm here to tell you, bro. Like, no matter how good you are, the shit can end. It can end. With all your talent in your pocket. Because I've seen it happen numerous times. So if you want to change public perception, bro, the way you're going to have to do it is either feed a bunch of homeless people and kiss a bunch of babies on camera, no talking, or go out there and ball out like I know you could ball out. That's the only way it's going to happen.
Yeah.
The public perception. And
I'll say this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'll say this.
That's the only way it's going to happen. There's no way to fight crime or Colorado. The platform is too big. As soon as you started talking, motherfuckers started committing to Colorado, which debunks like everything you're saying, because it's like, well, why kids still want to go for that and all of that bullshit. But come on, you understand? I understand how this shit works. You know what I'm saying? I understand how it works, and I get it. So the way you're going to have to fight, my guy, is a couple pick sixes, a couple primetime Deion dances in the end zone, and I'm telling you, this shit will go away in a year. They'll forget it ever happened. Get the part right that you know how to get right. Playing football. Because, bro, I don't want to start naming name again, but the shit can end, though. We done seen it end for the best.
The number of numerous kids. Numerous
the baddest motherfuckers we done seen it end for.
And we see I coached in Dave.
Real
quick, Street. I coached in Dave, and you covered Dave.
Yep. Who's the best player in the comment section that you knew was going to the league and didn't make it because of some bullshit? Just give me some names in the comment section. Go ahead, Hayes.
And I'll say this. Let's be real. We ain't talking like people say, we ain't talking about a kid on some criminal stuff. Now I hear this thing, oh, we got videos, we got this, we got that. So what, you gonna hold him for ransom? Is that what we doing to a shorty? He got it. He out here doing, like that thing said, you doing stuff in Houston athletes ain't supposed to be doing. So what, you gonna hold him for ransom? Bro, people make stupid mistakes. We just saw the dude in the NFL. Reese. What's his name? In the NFL racing. Rice. People talking about 20 years old, he ain't a kid. Bro, he still ain't even old enough to drink yet. He can't even go. He can't do what these drunk people down here, man. So y'all miss me with that. And again, this is not to advocate for what may have happened. We're talking about these are young boys and human beings that we so quick to turn on that y'all look at, and it's so funny sports use numbers to identify people, because that's really what you are, employee number 7, dog. Yeah. And the funny thing about it, these same people that's knocking your head off were the same people that was putting you on the pedestal. Were the same people, right? The same people that was saying, guess what, Cormani? Cormani coming to Colorado to start. Why else would he come now? Now he trash.
Right.
When I tell y'all the freshman blues is real, it's a real thing, dog. It's a real thing, because like I said, you go into a whole different atmosphere, culture, environment. You got to understand that same coach that was calling and tweeting you 5-6 times a day. Now he's telling you, get your ass in line.
I just come and get in there. I'm putting all the names up to these people. I just come and get in there. Just randomly.
I don't know.
Just randomly.
I'm just saying that there you go, Torian Charles, the year of the bull.
Yep.
So we see these things over and over. But for some reason, it's like people can't fathom that the reason this is being blown up is because it's been shown up. It's being shown.
Right.
It happens year in, year out, program in, program out. I get it. And for this young man, he got to live with this. And I'm going to just say some other things. Y'all think money solves stuff. Think about a kid that didn't have, and all of a sudden, this same 20-year-old kid, as y'all named him, is now responsible for somebody's bills, big mama mortgage, buying his brothers and sisters school clothes, getting this, getting that. But he's a kid. He's a kid, right? That's what y'all say. He a kid, right? I mean, he's not a kid. He's an adult, right? That's what y'all saying. He's not a kid. He's an adult.
Damn, Matthew Thomas.
I'm gonna tell you something. You know why credit card companies target 20-year-olds? Because they stupid with their money. They want you to go out there and swipe, charge up. So now you're giving kids 20-something million. And I know it's easy to blame. Well, his mama should or the family should or whatever. Fortunately, everybody ain't got that, dog. Everybody ain't got that. And that's the problem, Street. I'm not blaming Prime at all. I do blame him for what he said. I just think he should have done a better job protecting the young man. That's really my only beef with the whole thing. I love what he said in the press conference about, hey, I wish him the best. Yeah, as a coach, sometimes you got to cut it. It's just what you got to do. Cut the arm to save the body. I get that. I'm not mad at that. But at the end of the day,
Bobby Washington baby mama said she turned him in. That's nasty work.
Yeah.
That's nasty work.
Yeah.
But look at these names. Boy, these names going on and on. Boy, DeMar Dorsey, Mitch Mustang. Boy. These names going on and on, dog. And that's what I'm saying. Like, the talent could run dry, bro. Once they start saying no, they start saying no, bro. We see it happen in the pros. I was when it happened to T.O. When people just turned their back. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, nope, that's it.
And again, everybody's situation not the same. And that's the thing. We don't know. So right there, CJ Bless, Coach Hayes, my mom died when I was 18 of cancer. I'm very sorry to hear that. I'm as sincere as I can be. I went to school and played sports, had to help my dad with my seven younger brothers. I have an older sister and older brother who did not. I am a female. I understand that.
Where did that come from?
No, it was a comment based on, I guess, something I was saying. But you got to remember, right?
Tie it into something. Like, how did that?
Yeah, like sometimes y'all say things, and I'm not disputing. Sometimes y'all say it, and we don't know where it's angling from. But I saying all this to say, yes, you're right. But is Big Nana coming? Is Auntie coming? Is this person coming? Like it's tough, man. And again, I'm not making an excuse, but everybody ain't the same. Everybody matures at a different level. People do different things at a different time. And it's just.
You believe this? You heard this story? Have you heard this story?
No, I don't. I didn't. I'll read it. Let me see. Cormani's friend who runs his Twitter wrote that Cormani was upset at first when he couldn't get his number 7. From that point on, he was never really thrilled to be at Boulder. He hated cameras. And again, so here's a kid. Are cameras his thing? I don't know. I don't know the kid. I can't speak on what is and what isn't.
Let me see. Leon Sandcastle. Leon Sandcastle. That's dirty work right there. Leon Sandcastle never made it. That's nasty work.
Y'all
Leon
terrible.
Sandcastle.
And unfortunately, as crazy as that sound, and I know it's gonna sound crazy, it's some people that really give a damn about their jersey number. That it will make them shut down. And he might just be that guy. Like he might. He might. I don't know.
That's
But what I will say is Coach Prime broke his own rule. Coach Prime said you're gonna earn everything. Cormani was there 2 weeks, already had jersey number 1. Everybody else had to earn theirs. They went through practice with no numbers on their jersey. Y'all remember that phase? They went through practice with no numbers on their jersey. They was black and white, looking like piano keys out there running around.
Leon Sandcastle made it. What they talking about?
Ebony and Ivory.
Yeah, Sandcastle. That's nasty work, dog.
And every kid that goes to Colorado, unfortunately, they don't want that. But if that's something you don't want, then it might be a deal breaker for you to go to that school. That's all I was saying.
But I say this today: if you're a kid and you going to play football somewhere, I mean, I don't give a fuck what's going on. I don't care if it's cameras out. I don't care if it's snowing. I don't care if it's hot as hell in my. Man, you can play football, man. Like, what's going on around you? Like, what's going on around you? That shouldn't bother you. That has nothing to do with what you're there for. You're there to run sprints, get in your playbook, and tackle people. Leon Sandcastle. Nasty work.
And I'll say this, Street. I'll say this, Street. And this is why I was confused. So when you come out in that press conference about the young man, and he had to be in his playbook, and he don't study, and I look at the watch hours and they study time and all of that stuff, and I do all of these things. He played, that was a Tuesday, I believe, and then he plays that Saturday. Damn, he miraculously turned it around in 4 days?
Nah.
See?
Nah. Hey,
no, but some of us,
you was a coach.
I know, but some of us are to blame. Yes.
When he got to that point and said that, right, as a coach, I thought one or two things. And I was never a coach. Oh, shit. It done hit the fan. Whatever's going on with Cormani, he's tired of. You know what I'm saying? Because coaches send signals through the media all the time. I remember when Bubba Bolden was trying to leave early to go to the NFL, and Miami would always criticize him in the press conferences. Oh, he knows he has this to work on, or he has that to work on. But would never criticize the goddamn guy that kept getting the personal fouls, the other safety. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So they send signals in the media all the time. So when he came out and said that, I knew shit had done hit the fan. Like, oh Lord, this must be bad. And it didn't break Cormani. It didn't break him. You know what I'm saying? It didn't break him.
I think it affected him, though. I'll be honest with you.
You think so?
Yeah, because what did he put? He put out a tweet out. Y'all don't know the whole story. Now, that may have been he's probably been trying to do some damage control. But here's what I say. It didn't help him. I'll put it that way. I don't think it helped him.
You don't think so? Bro, I think sometimes you got to do something to wake somebody up. You a coach. You know there's a lot going on in that locker room. I think sometimes you got to shake somebody. You know what I'm saying? To wake them up. And a lot of times it's not, hey, man, come run sprints. Come run this. Come run that. A lot of times it's a kid may react to his homeboys or his mama finding out he ain't doing what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? He may not react to you. Do we see it happen a lot? We've seen Nick Saban do it. Remember Nick Saban called out the young wide receiver from Florida? And he eventually jumped in the transfer portal? Huh?
What did he say? What did he say? Because I don't remember.
He said some of the same things. Guys don't want to work hard. And then when it's time to put you in the game, remember he put him in the game? And it was a big time. I think it was like a playoff game. So
he called him by name.
He had to play some freshmen, right? Ja'Cory Brooks was one of them, and the other kid was the tall kid out of Florida. And basically, I think they lost the game, and he was staying. Now he had to do. I think he was like African. He had like an African name.
I don't know.
Tall kid out of Florida, and basically he just said, "Listen, when it's time to call your number, and you guys don't want to get in the playbook," he said the same thing. Hayes, I'm gonna find it for you.
Yeah, I just want to.
He said the same thing.
Did he call his name or did he make reference? And to me, even if that's Nick Saban,
no, I don't think he called nobody's names.
This is my philosophy. I'm not talking about, again, I ain't the fucking coach. I'm not the coach. I'm just telling you my philosophy, right? If that's what they want to do, then so be it. But just understand that's what it is. Real quick, TJ 499. Y'all, the brain finishes developing and maturing in the mid to late 20s. These are kids. Just because they're over 6 feet, it don't mean they are not children. Yeah, I mean, these are younger adults, right? I won't call them children, but I know where you're going with this. But these are young adults that's going to do young, stupid stuff. If I put a camera on everybody in this chat right now, y'all doing stupid stuff today, and some of y'all 60. I'm just calling it what it is.
He says the brain develops when?
Mid to late 20s. Some of y'all doing stupid stuff. We all doing stupid stuff, right? But a lot of us don't even have the same type of pressure. It's to me, it's just I don't see the understanding, especially you funky ass fans, boy. I'm sorry, really.
What?
I try to keep it. Yeah, man. But what I'm saying, the same kid. I was looking at a show the other day. You just mad because Coach Prime flipped Cormani from Miami to Colorado. And now he trash. He garbage. I told you, boy, I can't wait to your 17-year-old niece or daughter go out there to a piano recital. I'm gonna be in that shit, be like, boo, boo, she sucks.
Yeah. Oh no, they won't understand that at all. What?
No.
How could you do that to a kid?
Because you know why? Because they can hide behind the keyboard, dog. They can hide behind the keyboard. And that's what, Cormani, my message to you. Street, you gave him a great message. And I'm going to give you one as well. One thing about it, you will never fight. This is an endless army of digital trolls. Most of these people don't even have their face up there. The dudes that cussed you out in Twitter, nobody knows who they are, but everybody knows who you are. You can't, you are, lead us or not, dog, you are a celebrity, brother, whether you like it or not. Sports and entertainment, not or. You are a celebrity. Now, here's my last thing I'll say to you. Freshman blues are a real thing. I bring it up and I bring it up all the time because a lot of people don't understand that. But you got to find a way to dig through this, okay? When you dig through it, you'll come out on top. But here's something else you got to do. You got to be able to talk to somebody. Don't talk to these people through this, dog. Please don't. This right here is nothing positive. You can say, man, it's a beautiful day outside, and they'll find a way to twist it, brother. So don't even worry about this. Focus on your craft like I know you can. Do your things. And go out there and ball. And that's all you got to do, bro. Go out there, and wherever you go out there and ball. And it's not just a message to you, Cormani. If you know another dude, pass this on. It's just your name is Cormani. Insert name here. And the same rules apply for them too. They don't have to be a 5-star. They could be a good 3-star, a 4-star. A guy in the transfer portal. It's over 2,000 of them now. What do you think all them dudes doing? Some of them don't even know their fate. Some of them don't know if they're going to be floating in the transfer portal and never come out of there. Only thing I'm saying to you, dog, is you got it. Now you got to use it. You can't focus on the other foolishness. But you also got to hold yourself accountable. Now I'm going to be honest. If all that they say is true, you got to fix it because you won't be successful unless you fix it. And that's the God's honest truth. You won't be successful unless you fix it. These are not the days where you could just show up Friday night. And I'm not saying you did or didn't. I'm just talking. You show up Friday night and you're the best guy on this football field. Those days are done. So if you was walking and chilling, it's time to start running and working. That's the God's honest truth. Here's the biggest question.
He could still be the best. He could still be the best dude on the football field.
Yeah. But you might be the best, but somebody's going to expose you because as you go higher in this, the talent gaps get real small. Real small. And if football is what you want to do, then focus. That's all you got to do. And that's it. That's it, man. I saw another dono pop up. Miss it?
You did? I got it. Let me see.
Sport. What's up, man?
That's Coach Prime.
No, that's buddy right. Prime Sports Media for the $4. What's up with you, man? How you doing, brother? Peace and respect. Coach. Thank you, man. Y'all go check out his channel as well, man. Prime Sports Media for the $4, man.
1,200 in here, Hayes. 1,200. All right. 1,200 in here.
We got one more. Hold up. We got one more in here. 27 came for the $10. What's up, man? What's up, fellas? I think y'all talking about Ajay Hall. Oh my God.
Yep.
Thank you.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
Ajay Hall, great player. Left, went to Tennessee. Bro, the dude was at Tennessee and had a boot on his car in like 2 weeks. How many tickets do you have to get in 2 weeks to get a boot on your car, bro? That means you ain't following no rules. You just park where you want to park. And I remember Ajay Hall coming out of high school. Tampa Cat. Texas. I'm sorry. I said Tennessee. I apologize. Texas. Thank you.
Ajay Hall. Where is Ajay Hall at now?
Google it. 247. I guarantee either out the game or he had a small school somewhere.
Let's go. Here we go.
On the team.
Thank you, I'm sorry.
Where is he moving forward?
You know, what we do
one more time.
Yeah, Nick, we didn't see Ajay Hall today. What's his status on the team? And where is he moving forward?
You know, what we do with our players on our team is really kind of our business. And, you know, we're encouraging guys to do the right thing, whether it's personally, academically. We have protocols that, you know, when guys miss so many things, you know, they don't get to play in a game. That's always been a rule around here. And, you know, so I'm not going to disclose, and I don't think it's anybody's business when we're trying to get players to do the right thing. And we use playing time and opportunities in football to try to get them to do the right thing personally and academically.
He handled that one pretty smooth. That's what you're talking about, right? That's
experience.
Now here's another one. I'm gonna find another one. Go ahead. You say that's experience?
Hold on. Do you mind playing that again? I would love to hear that again. Play that one more time. Play it one more time. If you don't mind playing that one one more time. If you could turn it on.
He had to address Ajay Hall with her. He had to address Ajay Hall a lot of times. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize Ajay Hall was causing so much problem.
And here's what he said. What we do with our players is our business. But what did he do? He gave basically kind of laid out what the rules are like. And then he said, I'm not going to go any further. But to call a kid out, he come to practice. If he come to practice, go to class, And I guarantee you, Ja Hall probably did way worse than Cormani.
Where is he moving forward?
Maybe wrong.
You know, what we do with our players on our team is really kind of our business. And, you know, we're encouraging guys to do the right thing, whether it's personally, academically. We have protocols that, you know, when guys miss so many things, you know, they don't get to play in a game. That's always been a rule around here. And, you know, so I'm not going to disclose, and I don't think it's anybody's business when we're trying to get players to do the right thing. And we use playing time and opportunities in football to try to get them to do the right thing personally and academically. So that's basically all I got to say about that.
Coach, that's all we
But
got.
you guys are really good about taking roll. I will say that. I mean,
What? So here we go.
So we
Here
had a
go.
question
I think this
about
one clip right here.
Bob, 3 Bobs.
All right, and we had 3 corners out, both starters and the best backup. All right, so we're playing with some guys that didn't have a lot of experience, and it eventually got us in the 4th quarter. All right, and we had the kind of team where we had a really good quarterback, and we wanted to have skill guys that they couldn't guard. So we had 2 that were really, really good, Mechie and J-Mo, and they both got hurt. So now we were playing with guys that typically didn't have to play at those positions. So the lesson to be learned, whereas there were 3 guys, and I'm not calling out any names.
I think it was a Jai Hall.
Basically didn't do the things they needed to do throughout the season. All right, because they were frustrated with their circumstance. And this is a story that you should take back to your team so players understand this. So they're frustrated with their circumstance because they're not playing as much as they want to. They're outcome oriented. They want to worry about how many balls they catch or how much playing time they get or whatever it is. So they don't focus every day on being a complete player at their position, and they don't work and practice and prepare for the games because they say to themselves, why should I do this? I'm not going to play anyway. So we had 3 guys. They all had a significant role in the national championship game, and not one of them, not one, could take advantage of the opportunity that they had. Because they never ground through it. They never made themselves the best player they can be. And when they got the opportunity, they couldn't do it. It's a lesson for everybody. What comes first? Playing time? Or making sure that you're ready to play and create value for yourself when you get the opportunity?
What you think about that, Hayes? Now, I know Nick Saban got a pass on a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because he is who he was. What you think about that?
What he said. Again, first of all, that looks like to be a clinic. That's the Alabama football coaches. So I know it's
it probably
clinic,
was.
It's still recorded, so no problem. I get it. It's still on tape. He's not answering the media. He's speaking to a coaching clinic.
True. Right. Not the same.
However,
not the same platform. Right.
Same platform. However, see, people get mad because he said you didn't say a name. It's different, dog. To me, that's different, right? He even said, what I do here is, bro, I'll tell you, I'm at the wait and see. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just giving you my point of view. I don't give 2 shits from Sunday, really what you think. I'm just telling people at the end of the day, it matters. It matters.
But Prime didn't really say a name. Like, they probably said, what about Cormani McClain? And then he gives an answer.
And he said, he said he needs to come to class. He needs to study. He needs to do these things. I watch film. I watch the guy. He's directly, even though he said, even though if you go look at Nick Saban, and I know people want to say, oh, it's semantics, right? I get it. If that's what you want to say is semantics, I get it. But there's also some PC way to do things to not just straight blast the fucking kid. That's the issue, dog. But again, guess what? If that's how y'all see it, everybody looks at the Mona Lisa different. I see a white lady in a black dress. Some people see it as a masterpiece. So I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not. I'm giving you my point of view of how I see it through my experiences.
Yeah.
Through my experiences.
Let's see what else he said. Let's see.
They could be, and when they got the opportunity.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. Now that was I think that was it. I think that was it. But and I
Play
think
the
here
clip. They said play the clip from Coach Prime if you can.
when Coach Prime said
When he was addressing why Cormani wasn't playing.
oh shit. Y'all didn't see that? That was viral. That was who ain't see that?
Man, I told you, I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just here to give you my
You
point.
talking about during the season?
Yeah.
I thought everybody thought that.
And a lot of people are saying, oh, well, he kept asking him. He kept asking him. He kept asking him. But again, open up these doors, you open up these windows, people are going to look in. Like I said, Coach Prime can, at the end of the day, this is his Titanic. He can sail it to open waters. He could take it to the iceberg. Unfortunately, I'm just saying that I'm giving it from my perspective, how I look at it, right? Now, can you deduce from what Nick Saban said? And you want maybe so, but it's still also not to me, it's just not a direct shot. But again, that's my opinion. That's my opinion.
You don't think that was a direct shot?
No, listen what he said. First of all, he says, what I do in our program, he said, he tells you straight up what we do in our program, we do is private. I'm not going to address it. And then he says, we have things in place in order for you to get playing time. He never directly said what the kid did. That's what people are missing. It ain't about his name. He never said what a Jai Hall did. Hold on. He never said what a Jai Hall did not to play. It's not about the name. We all know he's talking about a Jai Hall. But I'm talking about Nick Saban. The very first video. Yeah. He never said he never came out and said he never came out and said, I know, look, he never came out and said a Jai Hall, don't come to practice, don't study, don't do it. He said there's things we have in place, and if you feel those, we get playing time. What has he done? He left it up to you for speculation for what it is that kid did wrong. But when you go down the line and say he don't come to practice, he don't go to class, if he come to practice, he don't study film, that's the difference. It's not about the name. We all know he's talking about a Jai Hall.
That second video was nasty work, though. That boy said there's 3 of them, and they all played in the game. And I don't think any of them 3 ended their career in Alabama.
May have not. Yeah. May have not. But he also did what? He didn't call them out. So guess what? You got to try to figure that shit. Now, that doesn't mean you can't figure it out, but you got to go figure it out.
I know I got on the phone. What was going on with Brooks? Then he was like, nah, he wasn't talking about Brooks. He was talking about a Jai Hall. He was talking about somebody else. His dad told me he wasn't talking about
you are left to speculate that right there because you thinking Brooks. No, it ain't Brooks. You are left to speculate. That's what happened.
I had to answer questions about guys leaving the university.
It's not that one, Street. No, it's not.
No.
I wish you guys.
Yeah, that's
start talking about
that. It's not this.
That's the one where he. That's the one where he finna say, "What are we losing?" Oh, this kind of nasty work too, now, Hayes.
But that's not the issue of the thing. But yeah, you know.
He asked him, "What are we losing? What are we losing?" This was last week.
Potential. Where? You haven't been watching practice, huh? Amen. We all right. What happens with the portal?
That video gonna be kind of hard to find because of all this shit that's going on with Cormani McClain and Deion and that. It done got buried. It's back. It's back there somewhere.
I'll put it up. I'll find it.
No, it's back there somewhere. It's in it. Yeah, there's so much going on right now. It's buried. Oh, this may be it right here.
Y'all cats.
Here we go.
Y'all amazing.
In the field was up to Cormani. I wonder if you could elaborate on what you want to see him do. Did he help his case?
Study, prepare.
Late against
Study,
Oregon?
prepare, be on time for meetings. Show up to the darn meetings. Understand what we're doing as a scheme.
Yeah. Deion
Want to play this game.
10 years
Desire to
younger,
play
don't
this
he?
game. Desire to be the best in this game. At practice, in the film room, and on your own free time. You do know that I check film time for each player upon the week. Thursday, I need film time from the whole staff so I can see who's been preparing. And that's just not about Cormani. That's about a multitude of them. So if I don't see that, you would be a fool to put somebody out there and they're unprepared. Can't do it. Won't do
Pause
it.
it.
Can't do it.
Pause it right
I'm
there.
old school. I'm
Pause it
sorry.
right there.
Calm down.
No,
bro.
I'm saying pause it. No, you don't do that shit. What I'm saying is, now what I'm telling you is, he says you'll be a fool, and then you play his ass Saturday, but you telling the kid ain't prepared. Come on, dog. What are we doing? You just said I'll be a fool to put a kid out there that's unprepared. He don't do this, that. And 3 days later, he playing the game.
That's weak, Hayes. That's weak.
Did Oregon help in that regard?
You call that shit
I think he was talking about up until this point why he hasn't did anything. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, do you
and
see
I think to hear him say this, this is what I thought that holy shit, this shit over. I thought it was over when he came out and said this. I thought it had done hit the fan and he just was done with him. But Cormani obviously, you know what I'm saying, got his act together and did some things right. But so as a coach, you don't see anything productive in this? Like you don't
what he just said? No.
Yeah, you don't see
me personally, it does it, you know how you can do something and it has no positive to it, it only can have negative. Anything you can do in life where it had it for example, Cormani going on Instagram has nothing positive to it. Going on social media or going into that Twitter space, there's nothing positive can come out of that. Only negative. Right. To me, I don't see anything positive. In my opinion, I don't see anything positive coming out of that. Now, my question to you is, do you see the difference between what he said and what Nick Saban said? That's all I'm asking. Do you see the difference in how and what was said?
I think when they singled Nick Saban player out, he protected him because he didn't want it to seem like that. Deion did the opposite and then tried to protect him on the end. And I'm not just talking to Cormani, I'm talking to a multitude of players. I think Nick Saban handled it better. You know what I'm saying? That one clip with Ajayi Hall because he know the media is going to try to single him out, and Nick Saban kind of shielded him. Deion, I think Deion did what we would assume Deion would do. You know what I'm saying? At that point.
And that's fine. Like I said, that's his prerogative. Again, I'm giving him from my perspective. I personally just didn't like it, but I get it. You understand what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do, it's your program. I'm gonna say that to the end of time.
Yeah.
You do what you want to do.
I don't know. I just to kind of take Deion's side, I just think it probably was at that point where he was like, listen, let's see if it works this way. He's not the first coach I've seen call. Last year, Dabo threw his quarterback under the bus.
Bullshit.
Told him he changed the play.
Bullshit. That's bullshit. That's like when Mario Cristobal tried to blame fucking Don Chaney for not having two hands on the ball. Bullshit.
Coward shit.
Bullshit. I'm just telling you what it is. See the cult members, because I'm getting there. The cult members, guess what? No, it ain't. No, the cult members think it's a prime thing. It's an anybody thing. Right? So here's my question. What if Tyler Van Dyke comes out last year in the press conference and be like, so Tyler, what happened there on the play where you fumbled the ball? I mean, if Coach Cristobal would have just know how to take a knee and manage a game, we could win.
He done. Oh no, Tyler Van Dyke. Oh no, Tyler Van Dyke.
I'm just telling you, so we could take this off prime. if the reporter asks him and he doesn't come up with the PC answer, and he says, well, I mean, look, I mean, the final call, you know, was on the OC. I mean, he called a handoff play. I'm thinking he should take a doggone knee. Everybody else in the huddle talking about what? Why we not taking a knee? But we didn't take a knee. Maybe if our coach could manage the game and, you know, use his timeouts properly, we could win some more games here. I'm just saying, what if a player took that approach?
Cristobal didn't
I'm using that as an
necessarily just
example.
throw him under. He didn't throw him under the bus, but he mentioned it. And when he mentioned it, everybody was like, yeah, you shouldn't have said that. He's kind of just rambling, you know what I'm saying, about a bunch of things that could have happened, should have happened. And he say, yeah, but he probably shouldn't have. He probably shouldn't have said that. Because you're the leader. You're the leader. You're supposed to take them bullets.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. That's
right.
it.
But I also think, Hayes, I think all coaches aren't created equal. I think there's a thing about Prime that he certain things he kind of gets away with. We've seen it. We've seen him get away with stuff, and you're like, man, is that a violation? Like, well, could he say that? And it's just because of his personality. We've seen Nick Saban get away with stuff.
Agree.
I think because he's won a lot.
Agree.
Right. So I don't know if you can judge them all the same. Do you protect your kids? I believe you protect your kids because guess what? You're about to walk in 10 more houses next month, motherfucker.
Thank you.
And tell them while you eating their collard greens, I'm gonna take care of your son. So I understand that.
That's all I'm saying. That's
Right.
it. Don Chaney already feel like and you come out and say he should have had two hands on the ball. Now, if it was you had to run the ball, if you had to run the ball in that situation, you're 1,000% right. You know, hey, or you don't even say, hey, again, I get it, dog. People don't want to fit the semantics of it.
Ain't no other way around. You get paid $8 million, he get a goddamn NIL stipend. Take them bullets. Don't
Take
even
them
mention
bullets,
his name.
bro.
Take them bullets. Don't take
Take
them
'em.
Monday morning. Take them Saturday night. And yeah, don't sleep on it. Let your wife rub your back and come back Monday morning. Take them bullets. You making $8 million. He making goddamn $3,000 a month. Whatever he is, you know what I'm saying? Take them. You got to take them bullets. I feel you.
That's all I'm saying. You gotta protect
the
your
Deion
soldiers,
stuff.
whether you like them or not.
I thought the Deion stuff was the breakup. I thought that was the breakup when he came out and said that. I thought that was the end. Deion looked like he done aged since he been there, huh?
He got a beard. That's all.
A year ago.
That coaching stuff do it, boy. When you losing, and I'm not trying to be funny, even if you're winning, bro, it's like going to like, dog. Have you ever seen the picture of the president when he go in the first day of office, and then the last day of office, that boy like this.
That boy look toe down. That boy look toe down.
He just got his beard back. I was just
He let
saying.
his gray grow out.
Yeah, bro. You ever seen the president like this street? That first day? At the end of that fourth term, that boy like this.
Right.
Bro, that's a stressful job, bro.
But listen, man, this is what, like, through all the BS, right? What I'm not going to let happen, I'm not going to let anybody make me forget the fact that Prime came from HBCU with his HBCU quarterback, walked over that bridge, which nobody ever makes it across that bridge.
Agreed.
Came to a one-loss team, a one-win team, and instantly made it interesting before spring practice even happened.
No disputing that
And then made us watch a 4-win team till the last
times.
game.
Yeah, 12 times.
12 times. I'm not going to let any one of y'all forget that story with his HBCU quarterback. And we watched it. You know why? Because it's entertainment. He made it interesting. He changed the way marketing and promotion is in college football. He changed He made it look cool. I remember Warren Sapp saying, bro, listen, before that TCU game, there was a DJ in the locker room, not a boombox playing. Sapp said the music was so loud. He said they was so fired up. Sapp was like, Street, I knew they was going to win that game. They was lit. With all the hating and all the crabs in the bucket, all the people want to dissect what he doing, I ain't going to let y'all forget that. I'm not going to let y'all forget that we saw a dude come from Jackson State with his quarterback and make noise in college football, whether it's wins and losses or just noise, entertainment. ESP picked them up, probably had some of the highest rated games last year, period. So through all the hating and confusion and Prime is not a good guy and what he did, dog, was pretty damn amazing.
I don't dispute one word that came out your mouth. Not one. I think the whole topic of today's show, in essence of the timeline, like I said, my only issue was the protection of the shorty and how you do it. That was all. Only I don't have beef about him say he don't want him on the team. I don't have in regards of him transferring. I love the way the exit part of him when he left and how he addressed it in the media. All of that stuff, right? I believe in my heart of hearts.
I wanted to ask you about Cormani, Coach. He obviously entered the
right.
I believe in my heart of hearts.
That's still up there? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I believe in my heart of hearts. Coach Prime exhausted all avenues with the young man. I do believe that.
Yeah. This is what he initially said that nobody talked about this. This is when he first left.
Is there anything that you could share about the situation?
Yeah. I'm always in prayer for our young men, and I want the best for them. And I pray to God that he goes to a program that challenges him as well as hold him accountable and develop him as a young man. Unfortunately, we weren't the program that can accomplish that. So prayerfully that he understands that this is the second go round and get it. Go get it, man.
ChatGPT wrote that shit.
Talent. He has to want it.
I wanted to ask you about Cormani.
That was perfect. But nobody talked about that.
But you know the problem is? The excuse is it's coming in 10 seconds because it's a 10-second delay. But it wasn't badgered week in and week out, week in and week out. Well, that right there, and I hate to say this to you, but that right there is to Bucky, his son, only said, my dad still got stuff to learn, and that's okay. That's okay. That's what we're talking about being a head coach. It's about knowing how to put out fires, shake hands, kiss babies. That's part of being a head coach, facilitating stuff, doing things, right? That's a part of this. That's part of being a head coach as well. And I know Coach Prime will get better at it. But these are the things those are the things I'm talking about. Dog, listen to that. That was awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Because he simply could have came out and said, well, listen, man. He could have simply came out and said, well, listen, man, whoever get him next, just remember, he don't watch film. Would he be lying? No. But he could have came out and said, hey, I don't know where the young man go. Right. What I'm saying. So the same way he said that, but he could have also came out and said, would anybody have a problem if he came out and said this? Put a yes or no or a thumbs up in the chat. With that same question, yeah, man. I mean, look, the young man can play. That's why we wanted him here. He can do a lot of things, but, he didn't come to practice. He didn't work out hard. He would hide in the bathroom, like they said, instead of coming to do workouts. He barely went to class. He barely did those things. So whatever next coach gets him, just got to be aware of those issues. If all of that was true, would that be acceptable to y'all? Would that be acceptable? There's no lies told.
Read that comment. That's for you.
Street, would that be acceptable? I got you. But would that be acceptable, Street?
Yeah.
Fair enough then. Slow folk, hey, you got to hit me up for your t-shirt. For your hoodie, man. CoachChaseFootball@gmail.com. He says, what does it say about Deion Sanders if Cormani get it together, ball out with a new team? Is he still the DB whisperer? I hear you. I appreciate it, slow folk, but I do disagree. We see some kids go to another program and flourish. Like Prime said, unfortunately, we couldn't get it done.
Right.
So sometimes there are personality conflicts. Sometimes it is cultural fits. Sometimes it is whatever. So I hear where you're coming from, and I get it. I can definitely respect it. But we've seen kids go from one program and go to another program and flourish. But we also seen kids flourish at a program, decide to leave, and hit the tank. So I'm not really tripping. E. Brown, shout out to E. Brown. So E. Brown says, no, it's vindictive at that point. Okay.
Let's get up out of here, dog.
All right. Man, I thought I had a good, I think I got a good, I don't see how. Hold up. I think I got a good one, bro.
I don't see how.
Yeah, while I'm saying this, shout out to the team. Is this
Jaden Wayne.
mine? No, this.
Huh?
I thought that was my
Jaden
clip.
Wayne
I'm sorry.
and-
Go ahead.
Jaden Wayne and his mama jumped in the transfer portal about an hour ago from University of Miami. I want to see how soon as a player jump in the transfer portal, fans start finding shit that they did wrong. Soon as he jump, that's Jaden Wayne right there, number 18 at the top. I guess they trying to say, like, what's going on, Jaden? I don't see how, dog. Long as he hears this clip never comes out. Nice move, son.
Say nice move.
What was reason? Dog, soon as the man hit the portal, you and fans all over. I don't see how, dog. I don't see how y'all don't see nothing wrong with that. You're looking for your own see how. We're gonna take a moment of silence for Jaden Wayne mama.
No, I'm saying expecting Wayne to join the party and ball out. Don't you do it. Don't do it, Street. Don't do that. Don't do it, please, Lord, don't.
Moment of silence.
Yeah, now that is shocking, dog. I ain't gonna lie, I'm super shocked about that one. I'm
What?
super shocked about that one.
About Jaden Wayne?
About him jumping in. Yeah, I am shocked about him jumping in the portal. I thought that he was in it for the long haul. Kind of like the Nigel Kelly, I guess, right? Because they play different but very similar positions. Did you just say Jaden Wayne? I don't see how this man.
Hold on, let me get out of here. Let me get out of here. This might get a little. Hold on. Might get out of here, man. It might get a little testy. Get out of here and back on up out of there.
Yeah, I don't see how in the world. I don't see how. I'm gonna put my teammates out there. Shout out to the team.
Jaden Wayne mom.
I don't see how we was in the Discord from 11:30 last night to 11:30 this morning. I don't see how.
That's crazy.
Shout out to the team. Shout out to the teammates on the Discord. Yeah, shout out to those girls.
Shout out to Jaden Wayne mom. Doing what?
Shout out to the Discord in the team. 11:30 last night to 11:30 this morning. Talking that talk. Shout out to everybody in there, man. I'm gonna leave y'all nameless. I know Chuck. I'm gonna give you some love. We had Chuck in the. I'm gonna leave them nameless. They said they want to remain anonymous. So if you want to know who they are, join the Discord or just become a member and you become part of the Discord. So with that being said, man, salute to them, man. It was a marathon last night, but it was fun, man.
Bronze One say this street dude is weird. This one of your followers, man. This one of your members. One of your followers.
Yeah. No, they're not a member, but yeah, they follow, man.
It's one of your dudes, man. He on my side or your side. Get Bronze ass
your
up
side
out
of
of
the,
here.
my side of the street.
You got what is it, a Chevy you got? Bronze on this street dude.
Hey, Ellen,
Ellen, the reason I understand, we put up with comments. We put up with comments like that all the time. Like people understand that. We just ignore them. They go up and they go down, and be pretty resilient to sit up here and listen to people from their backseat say stuff about you that don't know you.
And here's the funny thing, right? And here's the crazy thing about it. These people love to go. That's why I say there's nothing positive about responding to certain people because
Right.
they love to come on here and just talk because they want a reaction, right? They love to come on here and they love to just say something because they want you to respond to it. And sometimes I be petty Pendergrass and I be ready for it, but they won't
Petty
ever call in.
Pendergrass.
Yeah, I'm petty Pendergrass. They want to Twitter me to death. They want to put it in the chat to death. But guess what? They don't got it. And this is what I'm trying to tell Cormani. Most 99.9% of these people that talk that ish, guess what? They don't even have their name. They don't have their real name and they don't have their face on the picture. You know what they got? Their initial. They just got their initial.
They just talking.
That's it.
They just
got their initial. Yeah.
So that's my own see-how. What's your own see-how, big dog?
Man, I ain't got one. That was my own see. I don't see how in the world we was in the Discord for 12 hours. Getting it in.
Doing what?
12 hours, dog. 12 hours. 11:30 at night to 11:30 today. So shut up.
Doing what? Talking about what?
Twitter me makes me cringe. The reason I say it because it sounds stupid. Just like when they want to respond. So thanks, LV. I appreciate it because it irks me a little bit too. I like, don't Twitter me to death. Right? I know. It's like when people say Tessis. I gotta take some Tessis. That irks me. I gotta take 3 Tessis today. So
you don't got no see how, dog. We get up out of here, dog. We've been here an hour and 30 minutes. 30 minutes too long.
I'm good. Nah, that's my own see how. I don't see how we was in the Discord for 12 hours.
That's a long time, dog. That's a long time. Y'all had to be falling asleep.
Nah, dog. We be getting it in, boy. We be getting it in. We got some soldiers in the Discord. Some soldiers. See, we got some soldiers. Now, guess what? I could go ahead and put their names out there, but I won't. Why? Because we got certain rules in place in order for them to get playing time. Huh? There's certain things we do in order for them to get playing time. I ain't gonna put their name out there.
All right, man. We got 12:40 here. Y'all hit the like button, man. Hit the like button, share, whatever side y'all on, whether you're on YouTube, hit subscribe on Hayes' side or subscribe on my side. It's free, dog. Ain't nothing gonna hit your credit card. It's free. Like, only a hater won't hit like and subscribe right now. Like, I don't care if Hayes talk about your Colorado team all the time. You come here and watch them every day, but won't hit like. That's some hating shit. Like,
that's hate.
How you don't watch for an hour and a half and won't hit something for free? So hit the like button, hit subscribe on both sides, man. We're gonna get out of here and we'll be back in here tomorrow, man, talking about the transfer portal and biggest wins and losses in the portal.
We going to the Discord right after y'all. Get in the LV, take roll. Anybody late, they got to do push-ups on camera. We ain't playing with it. We headed to the locker room just for a little bit. We ain't gonna last long. Trust me. Coach on coffee, caffeine, and Red Bull. And anyway, so with all that being said, Street Man, we out of here. You got a your mama joke? I got one. Street Mama hair so short, she rolling with rice. And with that being said, we out of here. Peace.
Let's go Hayes Mama down there with 3 Red Bulls.
I try to give you a chance. We out of here, man. Peace.